What is up, guys? It's me, Zap, and I'm gonna bring you a video. I'm gonna talk about some important top stuff today. If I can figure out how to use this thing, I'm gonna get my mosquito and end up wrecking it, but that's cool. Alright, so, where's my map? Because I don't want to get lost. Anywho, so what I want to talk about today is a couple things. I want to talk about credit and debt. That's right, credit and debt, along with the PC build fever, or building a PC fever, however you want to look at it. And you might be like, what are you talking about, bro? Building PC fever. And some of us, we get the fever. You know, it's where you can't not build something, and it just itches at you because you got the money and you just want to build something because it's never good enough. That's what it is. That's the PC build fever. And unfortunately, I've got it. And the reason I have it is because I have it. I mean, because I like to build and stuff, and it's like my main hobby. But so you get the PC build fever, and even though I've got a pretty good PC, that doesn't mean it's the best. And there's a lot of stuff out there that you want to try out, or that you want to build. You know, that you want to get your grubby paws on. And as I totally suck at driving this flying death machine known as the mosquito. How do I get back in my vehicle? Look at that. Look at that pass. Bam. Am I getting shot at? Oh. But anywho. So, you get the fever. Because you just what you want to do. You want to build stuff. And, you know, I found out the other day that, you know, I was like paying my bills and stuff. And I was like, oh man, you know, I've got this much money, you know, that I could use to build a PC. Do I need one? No. Do I want to build one? Yes. So that's where the fever comes in. And the reason I call it a fever is because it's building PCs like an addiction once you get into it. It really is. It's kind of like art in my mind. You know, you get to see something come together, and it's your baby, and you're so proud of it and stuff. Alright, so that's all I gotta say about the PC build fever, which I do have, and hopefully I don't succumb to it. And I may. I hope not, but I hope, you know, I hope I don't, but I probably will. Oh my god. I'm getting shot at. So, like I said, the second thing I was going to talk about is credit and debt. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I'm a college student, even though I'm an older college student. You know, I'm 24, so, you know, I mean, I've been around the block once or twice with that perfect landing. So, where's my repair tool? But anyway, so credit and debt. So college students are the main, you know, they're targeted for credit cards and debt and stuff like that. Even though my campus doesn't allow solicitation from credit card companies where I live. I mean, you can't, like, you know, send emails to them or receive stuff in our campus mail or whatever. Alright, so, I mean, even though you can, like, even though you can get it, I mean, college students are definitely a big, oh, it's just, oh, I got him. This is a, you know, it's a pretty big deal. And so they, you know, they do target us. And the things about credit card and debt, though, is they don't tell you, like, how much of an APR you got, or average percent repaid, I think that's what it's called. And for new people, it's usually like 30%, unless you get established with your credit. And that's quite a bit. Because they don't give you just like $100 or $200. They give you like $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000. And as much as I hate to say it, college students really aren't responsible with their money whenever they're 18 or 19 years old. So these kids end up getting in debt, and can't really repay it, so it becomes the parents' jobs and puts stress on the parents. But as a society, we're kind of taught to believe that if you don't have debt, then you don't have material goods, and that debt's a good thing. Because of debt, it shows your wealth or your net worth. It's not looked upon as an, oh, well, I owe so and so so much money. It looks at, oh, well, I've got this. I got this nice new car, and it's $50,000, but I only make $25,000 a year. So that's kind of how I look upon it. And I mean, I've got debt, but the reason I have debt though is because, long story, but I was a nurse, and so now I'm disabled because I got hurt, and I'm waiting to receive a quote unquote settlement of sorts. Which is usually given out. It's paid by workers' comp, for you to go back to school. So, that's what I've got. But I had to, accrue quite a bit of debt just so I could live. Even though, it's not something I wanted to do. But if you want to live, sometimes you got things that you don't want to. So, that being said though, so I'm a pretty good example about, why debt is bad. Yeah, shut that bird down. So, more of the story is, debt isn't exactly a good thing. Even though our society tells us it is, it's not really a good thing. And you shouldn't get in debt. And you'll find out that if you don't get in debt and actually save up your money, you'll end up having more money and you'll end up being happier. And that's pretty much the moral of the story. I know it's just kind of a serious topic, but it kind of goes hand in hand. So even though I could, I got the build fever, and I could say max out, or put like $3,000 on a credit card or whatever, I'm not going to, even though I got the fever, because I know that it's a bad idea. Because bad ideas are bad. And yeah, you like that bad ideas are bad. So, but that blame turret. Anywho, so worst place to put a turret ever. But so, that's just the story. If you're you need to kind of look at the way you're gonna do stuff, and kind of think of it long term. Sometimes you have to put yourself in debt for things that are necessary, but it's not always the case that you need to. So, and even though society tells us that, you need to work on your credit score, or you need to do this, need to do that, so that you'll have something when you get older, really don't need to. There's sometimes you have to, but it's not necessarily that you need to. So, sorry if this is a serious topic, but I'm going to try and do some more serious topics. Like I'm going to do one over depression and dreams and stuff like that. Stuff that I can relate to and I can give pretty good advice about. So, peace out.